I went from really hating math, having anxiety about math, to where I'm at today where I no longer hate math and my anxiety is completely gone. So, first, I'm just going to give some context as to why I'm currently learning math and then answer the question, how many days after I started learning math did my math anxiety actually go away? Around September 2024 of last year, I decided that I was going to get good at math. And this just came from doing some research around what the future of tech is going to be looking like, and just trying to make sure that I'm proactive and staying ahead of the curve. And I was looking at how quickly these different AI models were advancing and how they were making it super easy for people to be able to build and ship things. And in the future, I figured, being able to code is probably going to be the new baseline for anyone that's working in tech. So now I'm like, okay, I have to really think about making sure that I have a strong skill set. And I was looking around to see what the background of the people that were working on these AI products is, and I saw that they all had a really strong math background. And then when I looked into the kind of math that you need to have done in order to be able to work in AI, like linear algebra, calculus, probability, statistics, and then not to mention all of the prerequisite math that I need in order to be able to work on that math, I was like, man, I have a really long road ahead of me because I barely have a math background to begin with. My math anxiety was coming from two places. One was just looking at the mountain of math in front of me, and I'm just doing paper napkin math in my head. Like, okay, so if I start doing math today, um, it's gonna take me like 400 days or something like that to go through the algebra, the trig, the geometry, and then the more advanced math like calculus. I'm at the bottom of the mountain now, and I'm looking at like, oh my God, I have a humongous task in front of me. And then the other place that my math anxiety was coming from was taking on something that I've never been good at. And no one looks forward to doing something that they're not good at, something that makes them feel stupid and incompetent. And then when I thought about these two things a little further, I was like, all right, so the time thing, time is going to move forward with or without me. So I can be on the other end of these 400 days and be proud of my work ethic, and I'll have a ton of new skills that I can use to start working on cool and fun things. Or I can be like, man, those 400 days went by and now I don't have anything to show for it. And as for feeling dumb, I remember the first time I was teaching myself how to code and how I just felt so, helpless and, just feeling uncomfortable asking other people for help. And, eventually I got over that. And I was like, you know what, I wonder if this math thing is just going to be like the same experience. So on September 5th, I started the Math Foundations 1 course on Math Academy. And if you don't know what Math Academy is, I actually left a review of that platform. You can check it out on one of my other videos. And I was trying to see at what point specifically did my math anxiety go away. And for me, that took around like 60 days. And at around the 60-day mark, I think my brain was like, hey, you've been waking up every morning, making us do something that we hate. And we thought this was like a temporary thing, but it doesn't seem like you're going to stop doing this anytime soon. So we're going to have to do some rewiring, to make sure you don't feel repulsed, to make sure you aren't feeling anxious. And then, magically one day, these feelings just completely went away. And this was a huge thing for me because now I no longer had to push through learning math. All I had to do was just show up, and just keep moving forward. And when I was, starting out, like my journey learning math, I wasn't really sure if that feeling of waking up and, not looking forward to starting my day with math, like if that was ever going to go away. And I'm pretty sure if you stick with something long enough, it'll just become the new normal for you. And your brain, your body will eventually be forced to adjust. So if you're out there and you want to learn math and you feel really uneasy about taking that first step, I know it can seem like just a humongous feat, but I truly believe you can do it. So yeah, God bless and enjoy this time lapse of me completing the Math Foundations 1 course, which took me 79 days on the dot. So see you around.